Hello everyone and welcome to the first video on this channel. So this is going to be my new Star Wars Unlimited channel. I've just completely fallen in love with this card game. I don't think I've really gotten into a card game this deep since like Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid, but this has completely taken over a lot of my free time. It's where I spend most of my time gaming. I don't even really play too many video games these days aside from what I do for work, but this is going to be a pretty cool opening today. We're going with a new box of Shadows of the Galaxy Set 2 just came out, and yeah, I guess there's nothing else really to say other than to start cracking the box here. We'll go through the cards kind of, I guess, rather quickly. I think everyone knows all the cards at this point. We'll talk about anything important or special that I notice, and then hopefully, I don't know, fingers crossed, maybe we can open up a showcase on the first video on the channel. That'd be absolutely awesome. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys probably did not expect a video like this on this channel, but it's just been something that I've been wanting to do, you know, getting into content for this. So I'm sure as we continue developing on this channel, we'll continue to improve the content and the quality of the content. I'm going to put the packs over here off to the right here. This very limited setup that I have right now. We don't have too much space, but I do hope the lighting's good, the audio's good. And yeah, I guess we'll just start. We're just going to stop yapping and start cracking packs. So the first pack here, let's see what we got. We got a nice rare Kylo Ren, which is okay. We're going to put the leaders, I think we'll put the leaders maybe here. We'll start stacking leaders there. Bases here, and then I'm trying to think. I think we'll just keep it simple and go by colors, and I'll put any rares or any cool cards up here, hyperspaces and whatnot. But yeah, we'll just start stacking these cards. Mercenary Company's a reprint, which is now not too exciting. Pillage, extra hand hate. I'm really looking forward to trying some of that in this set. There's a lot of cool cards where you can mess with your opponent's plans and get cards out of their hand. But otherwise, nothing too crazy. I'm trying to figure out how we manage this space to the best of our ability here. I know we got a little bit of glare. I have to figure out something for that later on. But yeah, we're just going to keep going here. All right, so let's see. We've got Resourceful Pursuers. This is actually a pretty decent card in Limited. Played this in a couple of sealed events, and that was a ton of fun. Freetown back, have not had a chance to use Freetown backup yet, so interesting what that can do. I need this card for one of my decks. This is a super nice three cost defender, just Sentinel in the air that hits back for 3 with 4 health, stops a whole bunch of stuff in the air, but I know everyone's already talked about that a ton, so we'll put that over there. A Mandalorian armor for our rare Dengar here, and then a heavy fighter for our foil pack. So pretty interesting first opening. Really wanted the Conquered Dawn ship there. That's actually a big needed pull for me. Second back here, we've got a Hyperspace Kylo Ren. Put that in that pile as well. This is just going to be the pile of like stuff I really not really need or want, but just cool cards. Just cool cards. Some extra ramp here, so cool to try to test that in maybe my Vader deck. Village Protector seems pretty good. Reckless Gunslinger's all right. Rickety Quad for the you know, control decks or anything that's trying to draw all those attachments maybe. Weakway Pirate Gang, Heroic Renegade. Really looking forward to getting a Chewie Wookiee deck, just because I messed around a little bit with theory crafting that, and that seems like something that could be pretty interesting. Cartel Turncoat's all right. Protector of the Throne it's all right. We'll just put it up here. We'll put all the neutral and other cards up there. There we go. Millennium Falcon. I'm interested to see if you can get a cool Millennium Falcon deck going with Hunter, just because I think this is the first unique card that has, you know, another card after its name. You have the Legendary in set 1, and then you have the Uncommon in set 2. So I'm probably going to test around and see, you know, maybe there's something I can do there with Hunter and the Millennium Falcon. It's still probably too early to get a Hunter deck going, but his showcase just looks so good. What else do we have here? We have Enforced Loyalty. We have Toro Kalkan, which is just a big body on that 3 cost. And then we have a Marauder. So speaking of Bad Batch, guys, that's yeah, definitely interested to see what I can do with the Bad Batch cards in Millennium Falcon. And then hopefully, as more cards come out, obviously, we'll get to having a little bit more synergy across the board. But so far, so good. We got Cad Bane in this next pack. He was really good in my second pre-release event. I think 3 of us built Cad Banes. super strong for that format. Let me see if I can just reframe some of this. Don't want some of this sliding off the table. Outland Tie is a pretty nice card. I really want to see how big I can get some cards with Tarkin and all the experience in this set. But yeah, really interested to see how Tarkin is going to feel, because I feel like Tarkin's going to be pretty good for set 2. Really nice Black Sun Starfighter, just a good card. Cloud Rider, just a good card. Riddle Traditions, Chrysantin, Jetpack. Ooh, and my third Pre-Vizsla. This pretty much gives me a complete set of Pre-Vizsla for this set now. I pulled 2 in my other packs. I think I got 1 from a pre-release and 1 from a different box that I didn't record. All right, let's continue here now. We've got a Fennec Shand. We've got a Spice Mines Hyperspace. That's cool. Wanted Insurgents. Outlaw Corona. Some Constables there. Antagonizers. Whoops, wrong pile. Foundling. Outflank, but Hyperspace. So, super nice. That's a playable card. This guy actually used in my pre-release as well. He did a pretty good job tapping down some leaders. What else we got? McClunky. Gray Squadron Y-Wing. I have some ideas for this card. I know some people don't like it because your opponent chooses where the damage goes, but I've got some ideas of how we can make that work no matter what. Salacious Crumb, pretty good card. The armor is pretty nice. Cassian is definitely, I needed him for one of my decks, so I want to put him over there. And my second Poe. So I know that the allocation for these packs is the same as set 1, where they had, or not allocation, the distribution and collation issues are still present in this set. So I hear if you get one box with some legendaries, there's another, there's a set of boxes out there with the same collection of legendaries, which is a little unfortunate. It's not completely random. So you kind of know which cards you're going to get based off of the legendaries you're pulling. But that's all right, so long as we get, the good ones. And Poe is definitely a good one. House Cast, Gentle Giant, Smuggler, Starfighter. I'm not too hot on the twin pod cloud card. Just a 2/2 seems so weak. So, I don't know. I think you only see him played in limited. Principled Outlaw. Forlom. Haven't had a chance to actually play him. And we've got a Hyperspace Survivor's Gauntlet, which should mean as our Hyperspace slot. So we should get at least another rare or legendary here. We got a double rare pack and another triple dark raid. This finishes out my triple dark raid for my Thrawn deck, which I'll probably do a video on eventually. But I think Thrawn's pretty good if you play him the right way. So I'll have a video on that because I know not many people play Thrawn competitively, but he's been working out for me. And then a Foundling. All right, and moving on to the next pack. Okay, we've got a Hondo Hyper, Timely Intervention, Desperado, Stowaway, Super Commando Squad. Once again, green, blue Tarkin I think is going to be pretty interesting this set. Covert Strength, Votto. We've got a Hyperspace foil back there, not sure what it is yet. Tarful, third Tarful for me, finishes out that set for me. And then a Detention Block Rescue. Super nice. Still love the Hyperfoils. Super flashy. I tried to play a Hyperfoil deck, complete Hyperfoil deck. It was just like commons and uncommons, just to to flex and to feel it. But it's like a handicap. You're like blinding yourself half the time looking at the cards. So that was not too enjoyable. Moving on here, we've got another Cad Bane, Hyperspace Base, Night Owl, Pike Sentinel. We've got these actually were huge in my pre-release. These were like bombs when they came out. So pretty nice card. I'll have to try it in constructed. Let's see. Anything else here? Look the other way. I don't know how people are gonna get this card to feel pretty good, because I don't know when you'd ever use this. Only in like draft or sealed maybe, but even then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do to get that card to be super nice. Fall the Dragon, haven't gotten to play that yet. Dengar, we got Elite, and another Boba Fett's armor. So this is my second Boba Fett's armor for me. And we got double rare pack, because we got the Enterprising Lackeys in the foil slot. That's nice. I think that finishes out that set for me. So this definitely feels like a box I've already opened. I'm getting a lot of repeats, unfortunately. But, yeah. Oh, well. Oh, well. Hopefully they fix it for set 3. Take Captive seems like a good card. Trandoshan Hunters, I think. Oh, no. If you have a bounty, if you're able to give a bounty and drop this on turn, you know, for 5 resources and hits for 7, like, kill. I mean, you could ECL in a... You'd have to figure out how you got the bounty out, but you could ECL this in to pretty much kill any 5-drop leader. Pretty crazy. Pretty good card. I think he's going to be good. Remnant Reserves seems fun but bad. Being able to draw 3 Imperial cards. This is the way is nice. Concord Dawn Interceptors once again. Super nice uncommon. We got a Chaos of War. And a foil Kintan Intimidator. Okay. Go on to the next pack here. So I wonder, because of the collation issues, if you know which box is going to get a showcase based off of the legendaries, or if it's only the legendaries that are similar. So I haven't done that much research into it. I just know that if you get all the boxes have like essentially set legendaries. Weequay Pirate Gang, gross. Don't need that. Fennec Shand is cool. She seems like a good card. She seems like a good card. I like that she's not tied to heroism or villainy. Just being another 7 on yellow is very useful, I think, for deck building. Scanning Officer, Cobb Vanth is okay. And then a Coruscant Dissident Hyperspace Foil. Okay. Alright. Let's go to this next pack here. Got Han Solo. Remnant Science Facility. Rickety Quadrumper. Heroic Renegade. Hybelon Enforcers. I don't know how you guys feel about these bounties at the bottom. I just feel so scared to play cards with innate bounties. I guess draw isn't that bad, and if you have like really good synergy, you can get away with it. But it just seems super high risk, or just, I don't know, I don't feel good playing this. And maybe that's the point, you know, maybe you gotta be a little risky to play these. But let me know if you guys have been having success with the bounty cards. Outflank, also nice. This is a terrible hyperspace to get. It's all right. Gray Squadron Y-Wing, Smugglers Starfighter, Sonara San, Valiant Assault Ship, a Zuckuss, and a Val. I think she's pretty interesting, because what I realized is if you kill it on your turn, like you like crash her into something, then you get to choose in what order the bounty and the defeated triggers. So that could be pretty spicy, depending on what other cards you have out at the time. But 3 damage to the unit is a lot, so just got to keep that in mind. And a foil Rose Tico. I think Rose is going to be absolutely amazing this set. I think she'll make a lot of decks run that did not necessarily run too well before. Just like being able to turn shield into 2 XP is quite powerful. All right, next pack we got here, we've got a Hyper Bosk. Really good Sentinel card for black. Tidy some of these piles up. We've got a Freighter, Wanted Insurgents, Constables, Delphi. Nothing too notable here. This is the, I guess not. This, oh, maybe it is. This is the only Mandalorian in green, right? I feel like green's a little lonely for Mandos. I feel like it could be pretty interesting to have a couple more in there. But unfortunately, I think we just have the one. And we have an Endless Legions. We actually pulled a second legendary. First legendary was Poe. Second legendary here is Endless Legions. I like this card simply because it has the Clone Troopers on the art, and I'm a big Clone Wars fan. I'm super excited for the third set because of that. But this is not necessarily something I think I'm going to be playing this set. Just because getting to 14 is pretty hard. But it would be super cool to see what I could... I don't know. Maybe I'll try to get this to work. I don't know what I put it in. And then a modded cohort here. Foil. So, let's do this. I think I'll open up the packs off screen so the autofocus doesn't butcher things. But yeah, this is essentially a test go. And then we'll obviously be improving quality of the footage on the channel as we continue here. Hyperspace Reckless Gunslinger. Always happy to get hyperspaces for the most part. Clan Saxon Gauntlet. Nice. I actually want to put this here because I need that. Dr. Evazan seems all right. I think if you run enough bounce to not worry about his bounty, then it's good. So, cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, moving on here. We're about halfway through, I think. Got a Hondo, Housecast, Corona. Street Gang, Krenal Muscle. Super nice card. Can put this here. Emphas Nest. I had this played against me in Sealed. Seems pretty good. And he only had one ambush card, so he didn't really have any synergy. But even then, just like playing this is alone in Sealed was quite impactful. So I think I'm interested to see what kind of decks come out with like the whole ambush synergy, especially with Boba Fett, the green Boba Fett now, the Daimyo. Heroic Resolve. I actually need another one of these for a Sabine Blue I'm building, so super interested to see how that'll go. And a Hyperspace Foil, no bargain. Okay, all right. We've got a Han here, another Maz's, modded cohort, a Deathmark, reprint, no bargain, Liberated Slaves, Lady Proxima, another Elite, a Hyperspace Lady Proxima. This one actually looks quite nice. I like the colors on this. I'm a huge fan of the Hyperspaces, but I don't know who isn't. And a second Maul for me. This is awesome. Maul is so good. I'm so surprised he isn't a legendary because he's just got a super nice effect. I think he's going to see a ton of play, honestly. And then a Desperate Attack foil. Definitely happy to get them all. Definitely one of the better rares, I think. All right, what else we got here? We've got a Bosk and a Remote Village, Public Enemy, Discerning Veteran. I pulled 2 of these in my second pre-release, and it's just, I feel so mean. It feels so gross when someone just stacks a whole bunch on like one of their units in Sealed, and then you just play this and you knock all the upgrades off. It's so disgusting. I feel like there's so many good upgrades and you know, the Darksaber or like any of the Mandalorian upgrades, they're super good. But there's also so much upgrade hate. It's really interesting to see how that's going to play out. Like, are we just going to see an ever-shifting local meta where people are playing a whole bunch of upgrades and then you see everyone bring out the event or the upgrade hate and then it, you know, goes back and forth? Is it just going to be super sideboard heavy? So it'll be interesting to see. Fell the dragon there. IG-11. I'm actually very interested to see how I can get him to work in my Vader, because I think there's some cool stuff I could do with him in Vader. But yeah, I've got some ideas. Just because he's got 6 attack at the 5 resources, like being able to ECL him in and hit something and then do 3 damage to something you've pinged earlier, or even just pairing it with Overwhelming Barrage on turn 6 after you've dropped him on turn 5 is like, I think that's pretty big. Final Showdown. I have that. Yeah, this is definitely, I feel like I've gotten all the legendaries in this box before, and we've got a foil Let the Wookiee Win. which I also already have a foil of Let the Wookiee Win. So I'm either going crazy or, yeah, I've gotten this legendary set box before. Or I'm just incredibly unlucky or lucky, depending how you look at it. I want more Darksabers. Give me more Darksabers, please. Moment of Glory. A hyperspace modded cohort. It's a cool one. Zuckuss, Kraxus, Heavy Fighter, Sonara-san, and a Jango Fett. I think I have like 5 Jangos at this point. Don't need more Jango Fetts. And a hyperspace foil client. All right, we've got Lando in this pack. We've got a Deathwatch Hideout, Vambrace Grapple Shots. That's a mouthful. Vambrace Grapple Shot. Detention Block, Rescue, Vigilant Pursuit Craft, Take Captive, Transition Hunters, Price on Your Head, Slaver's Freighter, Wookiee Warrior, Surprise Strike, Ketsuono, A New Adventure, Echo, whoops, a Swoop Down, it's cool, and a Principled Outlaw foil. All right. We got a Gar Saxon here, and a Hyperspace Jabba's Palace. And Rivals Fall is pretty good. I've had my leader Rivals Fall already a couple times in sealed. That has not been too fun. Definitely not been too fun. Dissident and another Mystic Reflection. This is cool. My wife really likes the art on this one, so I'd love to get a hyperspace one. Look at Grogu there, just being a boss. Love it, love it. And a foil Fenrau. All right, come on, here we go. Give me something cool. Hyperspace Han, Navarro City, Rickety Quad Jumper. Another Outflank. Cloud Rider. Crosshair is super good. In the first pre-release I played, I ran Crosshairs with Moment of Glories. So buffed them to a 410, and then you just, or a 610, excuse me, and then you just tap them to do 6 damage or something on like turn 5, or a 5 resource turn. Pretty gross. Killed a lot of big things with that. I really like this card, just thematically. It makes a lot of sense too. Just a pretty unique ability. So he's super cool. Just being able to pump him relentlessly with resources and then just snipe something feels very satisfying. Super satisfying card to play. Mandalorian. Legal Authority. Need a third one of this. I'm definitely building my Tarkin after this. Because... God, this card is disgusting. This captures anything, but not only does it capture, the unique thing about Legal Authority is that you can capture across arenas. So a space unit can capture a ground unit. All that's or vice versa. All that's necessary is the power is higher. And with Tarkin, because you're putting experience on things, you can get like a tie to capture even like almost anything. By the time a big card comes out, you could capture it immediately. And then it buffs its health too. It's not just a 0/0. I think this card is super good because of the +2 as well. Just makes that card extra difficult to deal with once you've captured the card. So I really like Legal Authority. Outflank foil. I think it's a pretty decent card. Got a Hunter. His showcase is absolutely amazing. Can't wait to hopefully pull. I don't know. Maybe we'll have to just buy it on the market after. But I don't imagine he's gonna be too expensive because he doesn't seem that playable this set. But his art on that, oh god, just looks like an absolute badass. Moment of Glory. Foundling, No Bargain, Liberated Slaves, Rich Reward, Jabba's Rancor. Top Target, Bo-Katan, and our rare is a Inspiring Mentor. Yeah, definitely getting some deja vu vibes, unfortunately. But I think I pulled 4 legendaries from that box. So let's see if we get 4 legendaries from this box. I think we've gotten 3 so far. Got a Ray, Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata. Got a Night Owl Skirmisher, Moisture Farmer, Take Captive, Nexu, Pirate, Tank, a Hyperspace Tree Tender, Look the Other Way, Privateer, Bounty Initiate. This card seems good. I like that you can apparently just freeze vehicles with this too. You would have thought that this would say, you know, non-vehicle, non-leader units. But the fact that you can just put this on an Avenger or put it on a Devastator or on any a Fetch Fire Spray or anything in space too is pretty good. Pretty good. Hyperspace Midnight Repairs, a Lom Pike. I don't think I've gotten one of him yet, so at least we're getting something different here, I think. I don't know. I've tried to think how I could really exploit Lom Pike. And I think the only way to really do that is if you went like super Saboteur heavy, so you don't care about shields on the enemy. But the problem there is like if they hit you with it, then it becomes a problem. I don't know. I have to figure out. There's some other jank you can do with like the lethality card that kills 3 lower than 3 cost units and you get experience for it. But interested to see what I can do with this. Cripple Authority is okay. 3 packs left in this box. Gar Saxon, Remote Village. We've got a Super Commando. Clan Challengers. I actually recently watched Rebels for the first time, just because like I was tired of like seeing cards and not really knowing what they're from. And it's just gotten me back into a whole bunch of the Star Wars media, reading the Thrawn books as well. Obviously, after finishing Rebels, watching Ahsoka again is super cool. Because the first time I saw Ahsoka was before I knew anything about Rebels, and I was just tuning out. But now that I know the characters, it's a little bit more relevant. It's pretty cool. Omega, can't wait for more clone stuff. Just big Clone Wars guy, but we're a little bit out from that. All right, and then we've got Finn, Navarro City, Warzone Lieutenant, Pursuit Craft, Trandocean Hunters, Cargo Juggernaut, Clone Deserter, Fang. Ooh, that's a cool one. Pops a little bit. I wish there was a little more detail on the landscape, but can't complain about that. It's pretty cool. Relentless Pursuits, Mando, Spark of Hope. Got some interesting ideas of how you can use this out of aspect for black and like Hondo, just continually smuggle things while ramping simultaneously. I don't know. We'll see what I can do with that. Hotshot DL44 Blaster. So I didn't actually realize this, but someone at the pre-release mentioned this, and I think it's right. Because this is a 3 and a yellow for smuggle, like you could play this out of aspect and just put it in a yellow deck and just not pay. I mean, I guess you could pay 3 to play it normally from the hand for the red aspect penalty +2. But I guess when you play this from smuggle out of aspect, as long as you're playing yellow, it's just 3, which is pretty interesting. I did not think that that was how that worked, but I think it is. So that's cool. We got a double rare at least. We got a Sugi foil. And the last pack, hoping we can pull a legendary would be nice. Legendary would be cool. No showcases box. I know they're 1 out of 12 boxes, which is crazy because a couple of my friends were saying that it used to be 1 out of 6. I don't remember what it used to be, but knowing now that it's 1 out of 12, that's rough. It's a lot of product you got to go through if you're trying to just open one. I think the showcases for this set, ooh, cool. We should get a double rare pack here. Rare, Hyperspace, Ifant Mon. It's a cool card. And our rare is a Chewbacca. And a Smuggler's Aid foil. So, got some cards for the Chewie deck. What else did we get here? Let's go through the cool pulls here. But I don't even think we pulled. We pulled another Poe, which I'm not too hot on. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. I just don't want to build a deck with him. I don't have any cool ideas for that. I'm a very thematic deck builder. So, like, when I pull cards or I think about decks I want to build, I want them to be mainly tribal. Tribal helps a bunch, and there's not too much resistance support yet. But I also just don't like the sequels that much, the sequel trilogy. So, I don't know. Let's see. Chewbacca for my Wookiee deck. Ifant Mon is all right. This is a good playable hyperspace. Sugi seems okay. I'm going to try, now that I know that that's how this smuggle works, I'm going to see what I can do with this. Tarkin deck. No, I don't think this is usable too much yet until we get more clones. Cripple Authority is bad, I think. Long Pike is tricky. And our repairs is whatever. Wookiee deck. Sparring Mentor seems okay. I don't have any ideas for that yet. Love this. Tarkin deck. This is for the wife. I built her a new Luke Yellow, which has actually been super good with Grogu and some of the new Force cards. Pretty good. Pretty good. She's beaten me with it a couple times, so it's got to be somewhat decent. Client Hyperspace Foil is pretty nice. I was like getting mesmerized by that. I love all the Hyperspace Foils. Django, Modded Cohort, another Wookiee card. Yeah, I mean, I got all the Wookiee cards out of the boxes I've opened so far. Final Showdown. Yeah, I don't know what I do with that. Double yellow. Maul was good. Lady Proxima. I think she could be interesting. Just the constant pinging. I think she might get pretty good with like a Cad Bane deck or any Underworld heavy decks. Like, it adds up. It adds up a whole bunch because it's not once per turn. You can do it as many times as you play Underworld cards. And so if you're bouncing stuff like back and forth, and then you're using, you know, what's his name? The little rat, Crumb, and you're just playing a whole bunch of weenies, I think that damage gets a little out of control. Need for my Sabine deck. Endless Legions, not too hot about that. Rose is good. Cobanth. At least we got 2 Concord Dawn Interceptors out of this pack. We did get a Boba Fett's armor. My 3rd Tarful. Yeah, I think got my 3rd Triple Dark Raid. So happy we got this. I needed one more of these for my Thrawn, which is already built. I know I might trade this. I don't know what I do with this. I know he's good, but I just don't like resistance cards. Cassian, I think I need another one. Pre-Vizsla. 3rd Pre-Vizsla. But yeah, I think that was an okay. I got some playable stuff for sure. Didn't get any cool like big legendaries or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on the latest set and box opening. I know this was probably a little rough, it being the first box opening on the channel, but I'll hopefully improve it. I know I got to fix the autofocus already. Let me know how the sound is, but any other suggestions or feedback, please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, more content to come soon. I'm in love with this game. I'll probably be casually making videos, no actual schedule set. But that's all for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care.